So we got to talk about Doge again because they're continuing to do good work. They're continuing to find the corruption. They're continuing to find the waste, fraud, and abuse. And most of us are here enjoying watching this because we've known without having the data that the federal government has been taking too much of our money, spending too much of our money on things we don't care about for years, decades, my whole lifetime. There's never been a true attempt to root out the waste that has been going on at the federal government level. I mean, it is just a huge endeavor. And the incentive structure was never there for an elected official to go after this kind of abuse because if we don't see the direct effect of it, it's hard for a politician to capture that and use it in a campaign to try to get reelected. And that's where Elon Musk comes in and his team, where they don't really need the incentive structure. I mean, what does Elon Musk need? The left is trying to say, oh, he's doing it for power. He's doing it for his own gain. But does he really need any of this? No, he's the richest guy in the world. And like he said, when he was at CPAC, they were asking him about people who say that he's bought and paid for by Russia. He says, Russia can't afford me. And that's true. Neither can Trump. Trump can't afford Elon Musk either. Neither can the United States as a whole, because he's the richest man in the world. He really doesn't need it. What does he need? Nothing. He needs nothing. So he's doing this for the benefit of the country. He probably sees the inefficiency of the government. It just hurts him to his core so much that he just needed to get involved. Here is Speaker Johnson talking about the effectiveness of Elon Musk and Doge.
Because even though we requested the data and requested the insight, it was hidden. How many of you know that bureaucracy was not forthcoming, right? They're not transparent. That's the whole point. That's the problem. That's the deep state we talk about. So they were hiding from Congress. We didn't know that USAID was funding drag shows in Peru or whatever, transgender operas in Colombia or whatever, And it's madness. But Elon has cracked the code. He is now inside the agencies. He's created these algorithms that are constantly crawling through the data, and as he told me in his office, the data doesn't lie. We're going to be able to get the information. We're going to be able to transform the way the federal government works at the end of this, and that is a very exciting prospect.
So he's just pointing out that they're getting the information that even Congress couldn't get because of the fighting from inside these agencies, the fighting from what he called and counted on as the deep state, which we have all referred to and understand is there, even though we can't prove it because it's been hidden for so long. And so Doge sends out this email to all federal employees, says, please reply to this email with approximately 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week and CC your manager. Please do not send any classified information, links, or attachments. Deadline is this Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is an example of what the email looked like that the federal employees got just over the weekend. And the left, of course, is melting down because God forbid we actually try to make some efficiency in government, right? I mean, just unreal. And, this email wasn't really threatening. It just said, please respond. And they're going to take the information and use it to determine where they need to cut next. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't threatening anybody to say, you're going to get fired if you don't answer these. But, there is kind of like an illusion right now that might happen because it has been happening. Elon Musk has made it clear that they are going to go into departments and they're going to root out the waste, fraud, and abuse. And I don't really think that these 5 bullet points of what somebody did last week really makes any difference. I don't think that they're really going bullet point by bullet point and saying, oh, you did this, this is important. I think they're really looking for who's even replying, who read the email. Maybe they even have set, read receipts and they know who even read the email. And if you get a percentage of like 10, 20, 30% in a department of just even reading the email, that's probably where you're going to go next. And I think that might be like some of the mission behind this email was just to figure out what to target next. They've got such a long list of bureaucracies that are out of control at the federal government level that I think they're having trouble targeting like which one to go after in what order after they hit the big ones, of course. So they're just using this as a start. Now, some of the department heads have told people not to reply to this. Like Tulsi Gabbard has even told her people, because they do have a lot of sensitive material. And I think that they do also want to have some kind of handle on their own departments doing the rooting out of this waste, fraud, and abuse. And I don't really care if it's Doge doing the rooting out of the waste. I don't care if it's Tulsi Gabbard. I don't care if it's Pete Hegseth. I don't care who is doing it, but it does need to be done in every department, because we need to cut $2 trillion off of this budget to even break even, which is significant. Here's an example of some of the people on the left, some of these employees melting down, and of course the media helping push their sad message.
First, just tell us about this email and what it was like receiving it and what you all have talked about after getting it.
Sure. I got this email Saturday afternoon, about 3 p.m., and I felt absolutely infuriated getting this email with a demand within 48 hours to provide a response on what I did within the last week or face termination. This is clearly an attempt from Elon Musk to harass and bully and intimidate the federal workforce, which is part of his broader plan to gut the federal workforce and privatize public sector services to ensure that corporations like his own can get more profit. And that makes me really angry, and my coworkers as well.
Oh, boo-hoo. I don't know about you, but I really don't feel sympathy. I mean, especially these people who are going whining to the media first. Guess what? They are the first ones that are probably going to be guilty of wasting government taxpayer dollars. Okay? Which is really what it is. It's no government money. It is taxpayer dollars. So look at these people who are showing themselves on camera. They are probably the most guilty. And you know what, to be honest, they should know better. Especially in times like this. Why would you put yourself out there? Why would you get the attention of people like Elon Musk and the federal government? Because you know that's going to be the mission. When you put your face and name on a TV screen, especially the left lamestream media, you're going to get the attention first. So good for Doge. Keep it up.